They shot you with a revolver in your eye.
Yes.
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a revolver.
If they shot you in the eye, it was most likely you'd be dead.
But the police officers were clueless that he was actually telling the truth. The 18-year-old Ryan was being mocked by the investigators while he was battling a life-threatening brain bleed caused by a gunshot wound to his head.
You're not going back to bed.
On the fateful night of December 23, 2006, two men barged into Ryan Waller's home, fueled by the need for revenge from a past dispute. Ryan, hearing some commotion at the door, went to check, but the next thing he knew, he was shot twice in the eye. The intruders, identified as Richie and Larry Carver, didn't stop there. They stormed into his house and shot Ryan's girlfriend Heather, instantly taking her life. Miraculously, Ryan, only 18 at the time, survived this brutal encounter and was coherent enough to speak with the police officers when they finally arrived hours later. Considering he'd been shot in the head, he confessed he didn't remember a thing about the incident. But instead of receiving immediate medical attention, he was hauled off to the police station for an intense interrogation that felt like the longest hour of his life. Before the police questioning even kicked off, Ryan was left alone in the room. Tied to the desk, unable to call out for assistance, he was visibly writhing in pain for a good 20 minutes. It was clear that Ryan was in a bad state, but the detectives chose to start the questioning anyway.
You know why you're down here, Ryan? You have no idea why you're down here?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I don't know what happened, okay? So I'm going to read you something to make sure you understand your rights, okay? Ever seen a TV show Cops or CSI or anything like that?
Okay.
You ever seen that?
No.
You've never seen any kind of cop show? Lawyer show? Any kind of show?
Yeah.
I want you to listen up real closely. Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in a court of law. Do you have a GED?
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
Oh, you're not going to go home right now.
The way the detective was speaking to Ryan suggested he suspected something wasn't right. His voice was slightly louder, his words slower, and he was using simple language, just like you would when talking to a kid. However, even with the clear red mark on Ryan's face and his unclear answers, the detective chose to ignore these signs and continued his line of questioning.
Do you have a girlfriend? No? You know a girl named Heather? Do you know Heather's last name?
The one that lives there right now?
I guess, I don't know. Her name's Heather. What's her last name?
I don't know which name she's trying to use as her last one. She's trying to have a real last as her nickname, so I don't know.
What nickname does she go by?
Probably wants the last name, Kyman.
Kyman? How old is Heather?
16 or 17.
Is she a white girl? How did you meet Heather?
She's in school. I don't know.
You just known her from school?
She used to be a business name.
Did you guys have an argument?
Not really, no.
Not really? What happened for her to hit you in the eye like that?
She just hit me on accident. She was giving Christina a head.
She was what?
She was helping Christina with her hair or something. I don't know.
Who's Christina?
She's on the couch.
Christina's on the couch?
Ryan and Heather weren't living alone. They had another roommate whose name hasn't been disclosed. It's possible this person is the Christina that Ryan is referring to. But one thing is clear, nobody else was home at the time of the attack. Ryan was obviously dealing with a severe head injury, and it's shocking that the detective couldn't piece it together. Even if it was a simple knock to the head, like Ryan was claiming, his behavior should have been enough to warrant immediate medical attention. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. The situation managed to get even more disturbing.
What happened last night?
I don't know. I really don't. I just want to go to sleep.
Well, you remembered Heather hitting you in the eye, right?
I don't know what anybody was doing. I really don't.
Who was in the house when you went to sleep?
Christina and Heather.
Christina and Heather. And Christina was on the couch?
Heather was.
Heather was on the couch. You told me Christina was on the couch just a minute ago.
I don't know, man. I really don't. I really don't.
You just don't know?
I really don't, man. I just want to go and go to sleep, man.
Ryan, you're not going to go anywhere. You know what happened in your house last night? Is that house yours or your parents'?
Mine. Why? What happened?
I don't know what happened. You're all beat up, so tell me what happened.
I don't know. I just want to go to sleep, man. That's it.
There's a dead girl in your living room.
She's dead?
Yes.
Heather?
I don't know. I want to know what happened in your house last night.
The girl on the couch is dead?
I don't know if she's on the couch. She's dead.
Well, these people came over, Richie and his dad, with shooting arrow, bow, and darts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They hit me and her with those. That's it. And the Heather wasn't there. And Eric wasn't there. It was just me and Heather was there.
You and Heather were there. And then what happened?
And that's it. Richie and his dad tried to break in the back.
Richie and his dad? Who's Richie?
I don't know.
Well, you obviously know him. You know his name by Richie.
He used to live there.
Was he a roommate of yours?
He used to be.
They hit you?
Yeah.
Now it's Richie that hit you, not Heather?
No, Richie and his dad.
Richie and his dad. They hit you.
Yes.
Why?
Because they're trying to get their stuff. I don't know why.
And they had some kind of bow and arrows?
They each had 2 revolvers and they didn't let off any shells.
Okay, you just said they had bow and arrows. Now they have revolvers?
That's what I meant. They had revolvers.
They have revolvers.
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then they shot us with those.
They shot both of you?
Yeah.
Where'd they shoot you at?
I got shot in the eye.
You got shot in the eye
I think so.
with a revolver.
Man, I don't know.
Then what happened?
I don't know.
You don't know a lot.
I don't, man. I really don't.
It would certainly be interesting to see how well this detective could communicate if he found himself in Ryan's shoes. Ryan was doing his best to accurately detail the events and identify the assailants, all while a bullet is lodged in his brain. Indeed, it's an extraordinary story, one that seems to amuse the detective at this point. However, this doesn't justify any part of the unfolding situation. Ryan is clearly distressed, in agony, and needs immediate medical assistance, yet he's still more than half an hour away from any form of relief.
Ryan, why don't you tell me what really happened there? Because I don't believe...
I really don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know. I can tell you anything, I swear.
I want you to tell me the truth. That's all I want from
Richie
you.
and his dad came there. And I don't know why. I don't know why, but they put me in sleeping hold. And, like, they put me in sleeping hold with the arrows and shit. And, like, I lived through that crap.
Okay, they put you in a sleeping hold?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know, man.
You're telling me they put you in a sleeping hold. What is a sleeping hold?
I don't know.
Well, explain it.
really
It's coming out of your mouth. Explain that to me. What's a sleeping hold?
I really don't know, man.
Okay, you're telling me you're all over the board here. Number one, you're saying bows and arrows. You're saying revolvers, and you're saying some other thing. And you're saying they shot you in the eye. Okay, they shot you with a revolver in your eye.
Yes. That's
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a
If
revolver.
they shot you in the eye with a revolver, you wouldn't be talking to me right now. It was most likely you'd be dead.
That's what I thought too, man. I really don't know. I really don't know, and I just want to go back to sleep and try to go back to bed.
You're not going back to bed. That's not going to happen. What happened to Heather?
Heather got shot
Where did she get shot?
inside the face once.
How close were you to her when she got shot in the face?
It was after I got shot, so I didn't even hear anything.
So you got shot first? And what happened? Did you fall to the ground?
Yeah, I was trying to get up and shit, and I couldn't.
And then she got shot? What did you do? Did you call 911? Did you see if she was alive?
She was sleeping still, and that's it. I just let her sleep.
She got shot in the side of the face and you let her sleep?
Yes.
This does not make sense, Ryan.
I know, I didn't mean to, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was passing out. That's because I got shot wrong once, too, and I was gonna pass out.
Okay, this is now, not before. You're saying right now you've been shot
Yes.
in the eye with a revolver.
Yes.
Alright. Ryan, you need to start telling me the truth because your story doesn't make sense.
I'm trying, man. I don't know. Just ask me anything and I'll tell you the truth. Just ask me.
Well, I'm trying to, and you're not even coming close to the truth. What happened with you and Heather last night?
Her dad came and shot the house.
And shot her. Her dad shot her. Alright. And then leaves. And what did you do?
I tried to go back to sleep.
After you've been shot in the eye, you didn't know enough to call 911. Why didn't you call 911?
I was just trying to go to sleep. That's it.
You just saw Richie's and his dad shoot your girlfriend, and you just felt like you needed to go to sleep? Ryan, look at me.
Yes. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Why did you shoot Heather, Ryan?
I didn't shoot Heather. She was already shot once by her brother, I swear.
Richie.
Yes.
Richie shot his own sister.
Yes, I swear. That's it.
Sit down.
Not me.
And you've been shot in the eye.
Yes. My feet hurt, man. I don't know why.
Get him off my table. Let me see your nose. Put your legs down. Put your legs down. Bring your face closer.
Oh, my head hurts.
Be right back.
At long last, the detective acknowledges that Ryan may be in physical distress. He steps out of the room to request an ambulance and quickly returns to squeeze out a few more details about the shooting incident. Ryan clarifies that Heather has no ties with Richie or his father, and he is clueless about why they assaulted him that night. About 10 minutes later, fire department personnel arrive to examine Ryan's injury.
And he's acting like he has a serious head injury, which would make sense.
Yeah, we'll take them.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
it's
we
like
can tell. Did that all? Has it been like that before, or it just happened tonight?
like this for like a day or so.
So it happened, what, the other night?
I don't know.
You don't know what happened. Were there guns around?
Kid Eric did it. I don't know how he did it exactly. I might have been shot. I don't know.
Are you waiting on to do more territories?
Yeah, it might have. I don't know.
Ryan has his blood pressure measured, and at last, following 56 minutes of needless and ultimately fatal questioning, he is taken to the hospital. On arrival, medical professionals immediately discerned the severity of his condition, confirming that he had been shot in the eye. They also inform his father about an infection that could have been avoided with prompt medical attention. Ryan spends 35 days in the hospital, suffering the loss of a portion of his brain and his left eye. Tragically, from his discharge day onwards until 2016, he endures regular seizures, one of which eventually claims his life. As for Richie and Larry, they both received life sentences without the chance of parole.